Hey everybody, today we're gonna do a little different video than the usual because we're gonna do a multiple feedbacks at once. So the way I usually do this, I go on the Indie Hackers over here under the landing page feedback category, and I look for newest, and then I look at whoever has 0 comments, and for whoever has enough information into the post to basically pick one and then just go ahead and give them some feedback. So let's have a look with HTML page builder. So we'll do this live, so you'll see a little bit about how I kind of work around this, and that's probably gonna help me because I can do multiple at once in this kind of video. So we have skmile. So I'm working on an HTML page builder using pre-designed blocks or designing them by yourself from scratch. The generated source code will be Tailwind CSS. Here are samples of the builder. So builder.coding demo 6 feedback appreciated. Alrighty. Whoa, okay. So this is the editor. Today, your free trial of Tailwind Builder expires today. Okay, so what is this? Is this, okay, let's see. Is this supposed to be the HTML page builder? Okay, how do I edit the HTML? Okay. You can change things here. Cool. And what is codein.com? We need a little bit of background. Okay, it's redirects to another website. So what am I supposed to be with that? Is it just like an editor and I'm basically just 3 times large? Okay. So this reminds me of Sketch a little bit, or Figma or whatever. So you're basically creating Figma for HTML editing, or basically what you see is what you get kind of website. All right. Sure. Interesting. There's literally no. Okay, you can select the hierarchy of the page. And I can add blocks, like you said. But the library is empty, so I can only add, say, a button. Oh, oops. Maybe here. And then, okay. Input outline. It's a text button. Placeholder is click me. The red color. And that's it. How do you add it? Oh no. Plus, insert inside. Inside what? No. Okay, let's try and put the button here. How do I apply this to the button? This duplicates it. Okay. So I guess the feedback here is like, okay. Let's give it. Let's give it a little feedback. So I understand what you're building because you told me. I, however, don't really understand how the tool can be used. I've tried to create a button, but I can't apply any styles that I picked to it. You should work on an onboarding tool. Other than that, how are you going to package this editor for people to buy it? Is this like an alternative to to Webflow. Would love to know more. I think that's a fair enough feedback. When someone writes a post like this and says feedback appreciated, it's really hard to understand what they're looking feedback from. So yeah, sure, there is a Tailwind CSS export somewhere. This is a lock. I have no idea what this does. I don't know how to close. Okay. Definitely, like, it feels like there's been a lot of engineering behind this project, but it's just the usability is kind of, okay, here we go. I hate it. But like, how do I export this? Am I missing something? No. Okay, it's like I'm missing a button somewhere to export my file to Tailwind. Alright, well, that's that. SK Mile, Solomon Kamal. Alright, so we've done this. Let's quickly refresh. Let's have a look at what else. Succession Plus, succession planning and business advisory services. Okay, consulting firm for mid-market businesses who combine our deep expertise. Okay, I am not familiar with this, so I'm gonna skip, I think. But actually, let's just have a quick glance at it. I have no idea what this is about. It loads kind of slow, so that's feedback. Improve speed by loading the site. Sorry, not by. Everything you need to know about the exit planning plus the guidance to get you there. What is exit? What is this succession? You success into what? Is it like retirement? Everything you need to know about exit planning plastic. Okay. Interesting. As shitty as it sounds, I can't really help this person. I'm sorry. Let's see what Lofty has to say. Oh, okay, he doesn't know either. And page watch. I like this tool. Let's see what he's... Okay, there's 5 pages, 100 links, layout issues. What? Oh. Cool, okay. The system identifies issues with on a tablet. Okay. Oh, it's tiny. Okay. This is pretty cool that it automatically identifies issues. Text overlap, unsystematized work process. Oh, I don't even know what this means. Wow. Oh, it's the text, it highlights, right. Pretty cool. I have to say, Lofty, you've been working hard on this. So here, take an upvote. Alrighty, next, go to the next one. Feedback on my portfolio side. Okay, that's gonna be simple-ish. Ella Vanil. I just launched my portfolio. I will be publishing an article on my learning, freelance, making money, side gigs, and my trekking experiences. I'm sure you'll find it useful. Anyway, you want some okay. Okay, so when we talk about, you know, personal websites, okay, that's interesting. What is this? Oh? Oh, wow. Wow, okay. That took a while to load. Loading times could be improved. I had a preloader for at least 5 seconds. before I actually manage to see your website. And then, so I'm a web developer, all his contacts. Oh, and he's a digital marketer too. So, you know, a lot of people will like see this. It scrolls too slowly. They will probably, you know, scroll down. There's some statistics, total earning, 13,000, whatever currency, dollars. So you can do web design, digital marketing, brand growth consulting. I like these two colors. This one is a little bit hard to read. So usually when I do is I highlight it. That way it makes it easier for me to read. Grow organically with my custom SEO, SEM, SMM, and other marketing funnels with affordable cost. Looking for a custom job? Click here to contact me. Pretty cool. So definitely you could improve this call to action. So I hope this makes sense. Wow, I cannot spell indefinitely. Okay, so this call to action needs more work. Here's some like, you know, he picked some of his projects and he basically lets you view them, right? They pop out, which is great. Pretty nice. And it tells you what he worked on. And there's a little overview. That's really, really good. And you can load more. Oh, okay. And then it goes and replaces. Oh no, it doesn't. It's just the website, it's really slow. Client review. Magnus Sirkin from Sweden. I enjoy working with Ella and learn so much. He is very patient and knowledgeable. Good luck. There's a typo. A ton of knowledge. There's another typo. He works with an amazing work ethic, his friend, and he delivers as promised. I'm very satisfied. So the thing about when you have testimonials like this is people tend to not believe them because they're not linked to anything. Okay, so let's tell him that. Your testimonials aren't extremely credible, especially because you have typos in a lot of them. Okay, he has some articles and then there's a contact page, and again his social media links, and it's a one page. So this is contact, it takes you to contact, and I think the slowly thing, that's the other one, the animated text under your profile picture. It's quite slow to move from, say, freelancer, wait, what was it? Sorry, speaker, web developer, to web developer, etc. A lot of people might miss it as they scroll down the page. Oh, look. It's funny how me and Lofty, we literally say the same thing sometimes. You have a few spelling issues. Yeah, he does. That's nuts. I like that Lofty is definitely a hustler. I should follow him on Twitter and send him. Love your hustle on Indie Hackers. Your product is also badass. I am finding myself agreeing with a lot of what you write in your comments to the landing pages review. Why do I keep making spelling mistakes? That's very frustrating. Alright, so that being said, another thing I suggest for Ella, is that instead of like saying that you do everything, you should like focus on one thing. You should focus on like web design, or you should focus on, you know, being an SEO consultant or a marketing guy, because that way people will ask you like, how much do you charge for one? How much do you charge for the other thing? Instead, if you focus on one, then you can like charge more, because you become like a T-shaped developer, right? Where you know a lot about development, and then you know a little bit about marketing, and a little bit about design, and you can increase your daily rate. But this is besides the point. Rework my landing page, expecting your he's expecting our feedback. Let the website explain itself. If it's work. What do you think? Form cubes. Send your HTML form submission to your email seamlessly. Start collecting submission for just $1 a month. How to use. Send your HTML form submissions. So this is pretty obvious what it does. This image, however, doesn't really help. I would replace the image of the lady on her laptop with an image that shows a form and an email and an arrow between them, so that your image supports your H1 text. So that's one thing. Create an account for free. That's good. And then he already tells you it's super cheap, right? Because he's like, start collecting submission for just $1. Create an account for free. So it's very interesting. It's contradictory, whatever it's you say it's $1 a month, and then you say that the account is free. So which one is it? Let's see, how to use. Create your HTML form. All right. Get your form endpoint. Okay. So see, this is interesting. The first thing you would do is number 1. So number 2 should be number 1, right? First you get your endpoint, because you do like your step-by-step approach needs to be changed a little bit. First you should get the endpoint by signing up. Then you should build your form and put the endpoint in the placeholder. That's how I would do it. And then you take your form with your endpoint and you stick it into your page, and then you're done. This number 4 is probably too much. You don't need to explain as a number 4. So definitely you don't need a number, because it's not a step, right? A step is something that you do. So let's get started. Save your time with ready-to-use widgets. Cool. More are coming. Cool. And then there's pricing. Up to 400 submissions a month, paid annually. Email, spam, file uploads. Okay. And then again, it says it's for free. So what does that mean? Your call to action. Your call to action is contradictory, because if you're creating an account for free, then it's not $1 a month. Maybe you're trying to say that you're giving them or us a free trial? Question mark. So the pricing is in the middle of the page. This is as in you scroll down, you figure out there's templates which you can test or see better. Let's see. Right, there's sub pages for templates. Cool. Don't forget to change. All right. It's pretty nice. There's a whole explanation. Wow, there's a lot. And then the pricing comes, and then it says, oh, by the way, we have add-ons. So maybe you want to push the add-ons. Above the pricing, and even further, and put the pricing above the frequently asked questions. So let's tell him that I would put the pricing before the FAQs, but after the add-ons, because add-ons are an extra reason why people should pay. I feel this is like enough feedback. And then he's got a bunch of stuff here: main home, pricing docs, contact us, what we collect, Formcubes 2020. Haha, it's funny. No copyright. And then you have a little chat widget. Docs are basically... Oh, cool. Gitbook is a good platform. Alright, boom. Done. Need opinion on this. Thank you. Alright. Hey guys, I've just started this Shopify website. I'm reading the opinions. What do you guys think? Would you trust it? earthzimmer.com. Looks like you're in the United States. Alright. Different species, same cause. Save an animal. Would I trust a website that sells random stuff? I mean, there needs to be some story. I feel like you need to give more context as to why your store is selling those items. Is there a story? Is there a business reason? What should I be aware of before purchasing an item? About us. We're based from Berlin. This is probably... Your about page needs some clarity. And checking for typos. And that your English grammar is actually proper, right? English capital E, of course. All right. So let's give it an upvote. And then now we're gonna do share your landing page. I'll review it on video. All right. That's cool. 5 comments. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Videos will be published on this channel. Plus, I'll pick one of the websites. I'm gonna design their page for free. I love to get some feedback. Pagewatch.dev. Just position mine of 10 hours. This is my landing page. Here's mine. Alright, let's do this. There's 5 right here. SourceScrape.io. Take control of your code base. Semantic queries for source code. They help you save time, prevent breakages, and get more done. Get early access. So, class I component amount. Early access. I like how you the color here isn't overruling the color here, so you can find code visually. Write precise queries for complex code structures. Wow, I develop like every day this with React elements that don't have key attributes. What? What? That's crazy. Negate. Alright. So you select a model and then it finds it. Query once, check everywhere. SourceScrape empowers you to write a code check in the time it takes to write a comment. Damn. This is pretty wild. These communications get your team on the same page, gain visibility across your entire code base. Read less, grok more. I like that. I feel this is like a real example. Okay, this is the feedback for this guy. I feel like you have a great landing page, but you should totally give more real life examples of what you can grep or grok with your tool. I am a developer and I appreciate the lingo, but a lot of times you just need more examples and less lingo. And by lingo I mean, you know, query based, you know, this is lingo. This is definitely lingo. Query based notifications, like what the hell, you know? How do you what can people understand as query based notification? So obviously, if you break down the word, right, you have notification, yep, and then query based is if you do a search and it returns some results based on that search, on those parameters, that's the query you've done. So here it shows behavior change for active users flag, process that happens asyncs via workers. Oh, okay. So basically it's saying, oh, you've identified a piece of code that shouldn't be used like that anymore. So it's kind of like a helper for pull requests or to write cleaner code. And that's kind of like taking control of your code base and, you know, your H1. I feel like your H1 should be something more aligned with the business objective that a developer or a team lead dev would be looking to achieve, as opposed to just taking control of the code base. It could be way more focused on improving code quality. Through whatever, you know? Not necessarily bad, but like bad. They're bad and they're what's the other word I could use here? Oh crap. I don't know. Let's just leave it to that. I love to get some feedback. Okay, since this is this guy, Lofty. Find embarrassing website issues before your users. Find layout errors, spelling mistakes, slow pages, broken links, and more. On multiple devices, no setup required. Get started for free or view demo report. First 15 tests completely free. CSS is awesome. And is this how... Okay. Spelling mistakes, slow pages, layout errors. Find embarrassing website. Yep. Automatic visual testing for every page. Starting 2020, Google will index mobile pages first. Make sure yours work. Find responsive issues. Support dynamic. Okay, and then it is view demo report. So like, clearly this image, it's too zoomed out. Which one is this? Your first report image is way too zoomed out. Whoops. I appreciate that you have a link to an actual report, which is this, right? It's very light, and the font used in the report could use with a little darker shade or weight. Detect layout errors on different devices. So it's got a little, same with the second one. What's this one called? Layout issues. It's hard to understand what's going on, especially if it's the first time you land on your page. Right? I hope all this feedback makes sense. Detect layout, cool. And then there's pricing. So there's two features, right? Oh no, sorry, my bad. That's on me. But was it obvious that you could click on this? I think a lot of people would probably say no. Maybe, I mean, it is kind of, it is obvious, but it's also not super obvious. So it's like 50-50. So the four features are detect layout errors, find and fix spelling errors, track down broken links, Lighthouse integration. So basically this you can do natively with Google Chrome. This, basically it's like, yeah, it's an agglomeration of 4 different tools into one. And I don't know how you detect layout programmatically. This is pretty good. I like this the most. I'm sure there's a tool. Okay, frequently asked questions. People are like, what is it? How do you say, how do you talk about the test? The pricing, prepaid, startup, and business. Start for free, start for free, start for free. Everything makes sense. I clearly would click this one. I mean, it's extremely well highlighted. This, okay, start for free. Yep. Can I check? Yep. Money back. Can upgrade. Contact more. Report home about us. Okay. So there's no testimonials, but there's demo on the front page, which is awesome. And I feel like the only other thing I feel like is that this image, I feel like the image that shows the, what was it, a table or a div? Okay, the problem with this is it's too, it's not detrimental, but it's too limiting as the amazing features your tool. I would work on something that shows better that you actually have 4 amazing features and not only just that one. Especially because it's the hero image. A cool idea could be a quick video that shows 3-4 pages that have obvious HTML, spelling, loading issues, and that would be immediate to the eye of anyone browsing. Alright, let's give him that. Yeah, just apply the Bishmite after 10 hours. 10 hours for landing page. Yo, that's schema boost. Whoa. Maximize convergence, increase profits. And there's audio auto-playing. Okay, definitely. That's the first thing. Audio auto-playing is a big no-no. And then unlock the potential of SEO. Wait. Yeah. Unlock the potential of SEO rich snippets. Connect the dots for search engines. Well, I mean, what the hell is convergence? So. That's either way too technical, but definitely way too confusing. Maximize convergence, increase convergence. Why would you say that? It's basically structured data. I know what that is. Having proper and well-defined structured data on your website gives you clear advantage. this is like the case studies. Build advanced schema without the hassle. A group of powerful tools to help create a copy. Link similar pages to single template, so you can have the same one. Complete reporting for all type errors. That's cool that you have a report. Be consistent across your website with built-in validation. Nice. And there's testimonials, and this is basically showing you what structured data does. And I'm not sure why it says this. I guess it's like reinforcing the fact that you need it. So definitely there's issues with white space, right? So we'll tell him that some sections of your website have issues with white space. There's either too little and the text is too cramped, or there's too much. I don't think there's too much, actually. I don't know why I said that. Well, there is a lot of white space here, but that's actually helpful. Another feedback is, why are you showing what structured data is at the bottom of the page? I would show that at the top, heck, maybe even in the first section instead of the video, so people know exactly what you're doing. Turning badly SEO'd sites into nicely SEO'd sites. Yeah, because that's what he's doing. Alright, let's do these two more. Capillary scope, you made quick and simple. Automate the analysis of your nail fall capillary scope images. Whoa, what's that? Capillary. I have no idea what that is. Let's see if we can figure it out. Okay, there's a video that shows how this platform works, presumably. Use your favorite capillary scope. Avoid unnecessary and repetitive work. Collaborate with the professionals. Prof. It's not how you spell it. So there's at least one typo in your landing page. Oh, how did he spell it? That was weird. Professional. So I have no idea how to do this. I don't know what this is. Okay, this is features. So the way that you show your platform's features is not very ideal. It's hard to read in a single column, and it's way too crowded. Like all of that. Crazy. Why capillary.io? You believe the practice of communication should be improved. Call to action. Call to action color is wrong. Definitely not the same as the boxes of text above it. Under Y. Cool. And then there's a contact, and then a footer that's like half a page long. That's, your footer is too big, man. All right, last one. 40 minutes live on this video. Reduce churn with a better cancellation flow. Understand why your customers are leaving and automate your retention process. Okay, sounds good. Try it free, no credit card. I don't like this. What if I don't want to sign up with... What if I don't have Google? Okay, I can sign up with something else. So there's definitely no need to have these, right? You could just have get started and I immediately would select Google if I wanted to. Just have get started for free as your main CTA in the first section, the hero. And then people can pick Google login if they feel like it. Okay, this is the how it works. It'd be nice if he added some text. When you show me how it works, maybe try to use effective copywriting to hook me. Here it should say like, it's easy as, you know, reduce churn in 3 steps. Create a cancel, retain customers, analyze. Easily create your own cancellation flow. Build a branded and personalized customer cancellation flow to ask questions relevant to your product. Okay, pretty cool. Very bounce and jump, easy to build. So there's that. And I like that there's actual screenshots of your interface. Automate your retention process to save customers. Many customers will churn for reasons that could easily be prevented. Save customer representative solution. Smart. Insight and analytics, of course. What if you decrease churn? Oh, this is great. So you're showing, I love your widget. And then it has integration, ready to get started. And I would totally change this. I would change it's more obvious, right? It makes sense. And you can try it for free. And then you do here testimonials. And what are we missing here? Testimonials. We could also say flip the guy, flip the image of the person catching butterflies. So he's walking towards the H1, and then testimonials, white papers / case studies. Would be dope to see some content on the homepage from people who have used your tool, even if they're only like 1 week in, or if it's your friend's website. Okay, well, we've done 43 minutes of feedback for indie hackers and all the indie hackers. So I think that's it for tonight. And if you like this approach to giving feedback where I literally go through things and I talk them out, then let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate if you left a comment with what you liked the most and which one was your favorite feedback or page, or either, like page and feedback. Other than that, I hope you had a good time with me for the last 40-ish minutes. And I will catch you at the next video.